Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by Hyundai. Experience the 2011 Hyundai Sonata today at HyundaiSonata.com.
This is Autoline Daily for January 12, 2011, and I am about to take you on some of the highlights of the floor of the 2011 North American International Auto Show in Detroit. Let's start out with this car right here, new Volkswagen Passat. Very important car for Volkswagen, designed and built in America for the American market. First time that Volkswagen's ever done that. Take a look at the interior of this car. Very nice use of materials, pretty high end for a mid-size car. And one thing that you'll notice about the Americanness of this, lots of backseat room in here. I can fit in very comfortably, plenty of knee room in this car, ideal for the American market. Next up, let's take a look at the MINI Paceman. This is the MINI Paceman making its world debut at the Detroit show, and I just love the exterior design on this vehicle. Very different taillight treatment. This is a two-door, as you can see, but with not quite the formal upright roof of the original Mini. And this, of course, is how you expand the model line. Keep adding models. The Countryman, now the Paceman. Of course, they've had the convertible and the core product itself. I find this a very interesting introduction at the Detroit show because it's showing how Mini is going to grow its product line. At the Toyota stand, we're seeing the future of where they want to take this brand. How? By creating a sub-brand. You already know about the Prius. You know that they've got a plug-in version of it coming too. But here at Detroit, they showed off this station wagon version of the Prius for those who need a little bit more luggage space in their hybrid. But check this out too. They've got one that they call the Prius C. It's smaller than the core Prius that's on the road today. It's lighter, it's going to be less expensive, and it's going to get better fuel economy. Maybe Hyundai didn't steal the show, but they sure dropped a bombshell here. This is the Veloster. Very interesting vehicle because as you'll notice on this side of the vehicle, there's one door for the driver. But come on, let's go on to the other side of this vehicle because I have never seen this anytime recently in a car. Sure, you got another door for the passenger and a third door yet, too. So, a bit of a tight squeeze to get in here. I say it's like getting in the Apollo capsule and going to the moon, but very interesting concept of what they've got here. One more point, take a look at the paint on this thing. We're going to be talking more about paint jobs at this show right after the break. Like I said before the break, we want to talk about paint jobs. We're at Mercedes-Benz right now. They've got this S-Class here that's got a very interesting paint job. Why? Because it's a satin finish. Look at it. There's no depth of gloss. It is shiny, but no depth of gloss. We're starting to see more and more of that. If you saw our Paris show coverage, you know that we were talking about flat matte paints. I like the satin finish a whole lot better. I bet we see more of it. But we've got another paint job that we've got to show you here. What Mercedes did with the SLS, powered by a fuel cell, but to make this thing pop, they painted it a color like I've never seen on a car before. Don't look too closely. It might burn the retinas right out of your eyes. The most important car here for Honda at the show is the world debut of the new Civic. This is just a foam core concept. It's not an actual roller. Shows you just how desperate they were to get this car here to show people what's coming in the Civic line. Here at the Ford stand, the VERTREK concept vehicle is going to be familiar to a lot of our European viewers because this is the new Ford Kuga. And for our American viewers, this is a concept for the next Ford Escape. Of course, coming to an auto show shouldn't just entail walking around looking at cars. Could be a whole lot more fun to drive them, even if you have to drive them virtually, which these guys are doing with Need for Speed, the game that we've got up here. But that brings us to the end of today's show with the top news coming to you from the 2011 Detroit Auto Show. Join us again tomorrow for a regular broadcast of Autoline Daily.